Salutations viewers, and welcome back to my video gaming channel. My name is Gene, and today you guys are here with me for the 4th episode of Let's Play Man of War. In the previous episode, we have finished the 3rd level called POW, a level that went far easier than I thought it would, to be honest. And as the name of that level suggests, we played as a prisoner of war, one of the officer protagonists who has been knocked out during combat in mission number 2 when we were defending the factory evacuation. This protagonist, one of the officers, was then taken captive by the Germans. Now, while breaking out from the German positions, we were able not only to rescue our comrades in arms, some Soviet soldiers, but we were also able to obtain German intelligence files that I think must be of value to the Soviet command. That's how the 3rd level ended, and in today's episode, in mission number 4, we're gonna be playing as the 2nd protagonist, the officer that did manage to evacuate during the evacuation. We're gonna select the mission. This level is gonna be called Moscow is Behind Us, and unlike the previous mission that was more kind of covert, this again is one of those levels where we're gonna have a lot of vehicles, a lot of just, massive combat. So without further introduction, let's just click on the level and let's listen to the briefing.
The Rostselmash plant successfully evacuated, Viktor Smirnov was reassigned to the 78th Rifle Division under the command of Colonel Afanasy Beloborodov to spend December 1941 near Moscow. The division took up a defensive position at the Volokolamsk highway near Dodovsk. Operation Barbarossa stalled. The Germans had not managed to capture Moscow by November, and the Wehrmacht was desperately trying to enter the capital before the new year. With bitter fighting, the Army Group Center, under the command of Field Marshal von Bock, was advancing to Klin-Soniechnogorsk. On the 2nd of December, the 78th Division headquarters received a report of an enemy motorized column moving along the Volokolamsk highway. Its mission was obvious: to capture Dodovsk with a sudden strike and encircle units operating east of the river Istra. One of the division's battalions was urgently redeployed to the village of Nevedyevo to stop the German forces and gain time for reinforcements to approach from other combat areas.
So basically this mission is going to be a part of, I guess, the bigger battle for Moscow, where the Soviet forces are defending the capital of their motherland, and as the name of the level suggests, Moscow is behind us. There's nowhere to retreat, no way to retreat. Like, the Soviet forces cannot retreat any longer because the capital is right behind them, and so we have to stand our ground, and that's what we're gonna do during this mission. As we can see, this takes place on the 2nd December of 1941.
Organized defense! Move it, damn it!
About an hour ago, our reconnaissance aircraft discovered massive German formations on the Volokholamsk highway. We hadn't expected a strike from this direction for a few days, so this is an unpleasant surprise. Headquarters is urgently redeploying forces from other combat areas to this locality. However, reinforcements will not be here for a few hours that we don't have. You must advance towards the enemy and take up a defensive position at the river. This will enable us to finish the main front line my soldiers are building on the right riverbank. Let's hope we can manage to dig several trenches and tank pits, protect the left flank with steel hedgehogs and mines, and establish a few gun stations. If we don't, we'll have to fight German tanks in the open. The longer you hold your ground, the better the defense line you will retreat to afterwards. We are the only ones available to fight the enemy, so we must hold out until reinforcements arrive. No retreat, Lieutenant. Moscow is behind us.
Alright, so let's start.
The scouts have reported that the enemy is near. The line of defense is not ready yet, so we must hold the Germans at this point for as long as we can.
Alright, let's take that AT gun. And we just gotta take everything that we can. For both of the squads that we have. We have a squad of infantry here and here as well. Let's just...
Get ready to repel the attack!
Alright, same with these guys. You have to be... During this mission, you can't stall for too much. You gotta be quick. If possible. You gotta put your guys... in the trenches. For now, I'm gonna try deploying the AT gun on the road. However, you can deploy the AT gun on the left side, possibly even the right side. Let's give it a shot right now by placing the gun on the road, though. Like this. We'll see if it's gonna work or not. As you know by now, guys, Man of War is a highly situational game. So, you know, any decision can be a wise one. It could turn out to be a good decision or maybe not so much. We're gonna see. But I think it's an okay decision, so... Alright, so what we have to do now, we gotta kill the motorcycles. Excellent. So this was the recon team that was supposed to report the situation back to the Germans. And we killed all of these guys, so they won't come back. And the main German assault force will not know how much men we have deployed here. So this is pretty good for us. Alright, so far things are, I guess, okay. But it's too early to say anything. This first stage of the level, this stage of the level is the most crucial one, because once we have the landmines deployed on the second line of defense, it's gonna be easier. The Germans will attack in greater numbers, but we also will have much more formidable units at our disposal. Here we don't have that. For now, we only have infantry and one AT gun. And this AT gun, honestly, guys, this unit right here is the most crucial unit for now, during the first stage of the level.
Armored vehicles! Lots of infantry!
We gotta keep this thing alive for as long as we can. Alright, so we have two German half-tracks moving in. One has been taken out. Let's try to do with the second one. Same thing. Track damaged. Come on. Alright, great. Okay, now we gotta switch to HE shells. And we gotta pepper the Germans with that shit. We gotta make sure we use all of the ammo. There's absolutely no need to, you know, to conserve the ammo, because by the time we're done here, we're gonna have to retreat anyways. Although at that point, almost nobody here is gonna be alive, so not many men will retreat. Most of our men are gonna die as heroes here. Okay, for some reason I'm missing a lot, like always, but I don't know. Nobody died from that, no? I guess not. Alright, 2 Flak Panzer 1s are moving in. These units are very, very dangerous. You gotta take these out as soon as you can. They're very, very pesky units. Alright, great. They can just turn your infantry into Swiss cheese just like that. In a blink of an eye, so you gotta take out these as soon as you see them. Okay, the Germans are also deploying. They're gonna deploy a mortar
A
team.
group of German panzers spotted. They are moving straight at us. Hold your positions till the last ditch.
Okay, killed one. Maybe I can send a hero. Okay, no, the hero died. Alright, that didn't do nothing.
Enemy plane!
Okay, good thing that plane, the enemy plane, did not kill my AT gun. He did kill some soldiers though, but it could have been worse. Alright, take that AT gun. Who was the AT gunner that died? I do wonder. Okay, this guy. Okay, the plane is no more. It's a script. This plane always gets taken out this way. Alright, so we still have like 5 more HE shells left. So far, the AT gun is putting in a lot of work. We're just trying to do all we can with this thing. Okay, that was the last HE shot that I had. I don't have any more. Alright, and soon the Germans will send tanks as well, to the best of my memory. When they do, by the time they do send the tanks, we're gonna have to retreat. But so far, we're doing okay. So far. Okay, you gotta keep destroying the armored targets have to be taken out. Alright, nice. So that shot pierced the first half-track and took out the second one. One more car and a tank over there. However, the mines are being placed really, really nicely. We gotta stall the Germans for as long as we can. I believe I've said this. I'm gonna repeat myself. We gotta stall them. Because the better we are at stalling them, the better the second line of fortifications will be. Okay, I can't really do much here. There's a lot of infantry, but I don't have any HE shells left.
Now things are fucking up. Here comes the main force.
Oh yeah.
Do not fall back. Hold your position. Our engineers have not finished the minefields yet.
Right. One more Flak Panzer I has been dealt with. However, there's one more inbound. And I can't do anything about it because... because the half-track was in the way. Alright, good. Okay, honestly, I'm doing all I can right now
On the ground.
to just repel. As you can see, doing all I can to repel the Germans. But soon, everybody here will be dead. Okay, can I get back on the AT gun or no? I even managed to shoot this thing twice, but it's just... okay, so I took it out. Great. I took out a tank. We even took out one Panzer IV with that AT gun. Okay, so what's good with the line of defenses? Alright. So guys, you can see now, this is what I mean when I call this game situational. Like, you know, the way how things will turn out, you can't really say, you can't really, you know, say that this is how you should play this level, or this is how you should play it, this is how you should deploy your gun, or, you know, there, like, any way can be a good way or a bad way. Any positioning of your AT gun can be successful or not, but it doesn't always depend on the actual positioning of the weapon, or a gun. AT gun. Here, it's more about how the Germans are pushing, you know? Accuracy is very important. In this situation, the AT gun is still alive because it was never destroyed, but I was able to take out these two tanks. Okay, infantry is dead, but the AT gun is technically still intact. Alright, that's a lot of dead infantrymen, so I'm not gonna send any more guys there to die. Rather, I will just keep the remaining men in the trench lines because we're gonna have to retreat soon anyway, so that's fine. We don't have to, you know, do anything else, plus the gun has been destroyed anyway. Alright, on the right flank we have a tank. That's not great. Maybe... I don't have no... okay, I don't have any... bullets for the AT gun. Is this thing gonna get destroyed or no? No. I was almost able to throw that grenade, not quite though. Alright, come on. Great. One more tank taken out. As you can see, we're being swarmed here. We are being swarmed by the enemy, and the right flank has been obliterated. Just one soldier is here. And the left flank is about to get wasted as well, but hopefully we're gonna get the order to retreat very, very soon, because we're gonna fold very quickly. If this keeps going, the left flank is gonna fold, you know, in a time span of, I don't know, maybe a minute, maybe half a minute. And there's just not much we can do because our AT gun has been destroyed. The only thing we have left is our men that are sitting in the trenches. The last survivors. But what we do need, we need that order to retreat. This is what we do need. Alright, finally, hold the line. We can run. Hold the enemy, retreat to the second defense line, and dig in. Alright. Great, excellent.
Full alert! Get ready to fire! The Germans are regrouping for a new offensive. Everybody, hit the trenches! Quick!
Yeah, I don't know what the hell that was, but anyway, we gotta send the infantry to the trenches. And we gotta get this T-34, we gotta send it right into this tank ditch. This tank alone will repel all of the vehicles, enemy vehicles that are coming on the left flank. Alright, so we have a lot of mines here, and that's great. So what we have to do, the second thing that we gotta do ASAP, is we have to call in a BT light tank, and we gotta deploy it to this ridge over here, because the Germans will try to advance with their infantry across this dam. If we have our men waiting for them here, we'll be able to slaughter all of the Germans, but if we don't have them, then it's not that great. Is this guy like... Yeah, this guy's dead. Anyway, alright, so... let's call in one more tank to this position. Alright, now this moment is also kind of strange. Sometimes you can get this tank up the ridge very quickly. Sometimes you won't be able to. Alright, this time around I was able to get it across, no problem. Alright, so this is what we need to do. Alright, this is very important, guys. Keep this in mind. This portion of the map has to be secured. Otherwise, you're gonna have serious problems here. Alright, put these guys here. Same thing, try to put the tanks inside the... I mean, not inside, but beside the... whatever, the tank trenches, or how do you call them? So after a while, the Germans will send self-propelled howitzers, and those things can be a massive pain in the ass. We're gonna have to be very careful with those. Right, maybe deploy T-26 here somewhere.
They're attacking!
Alright. I can see that they're attacking. But we have a lot of mines. As you can see, these mines, they're just very, very useful. You gotta keep the T-34 alive. This unit is also very important. You gotta keep it intact for as long as you can. Okay, this thing is also gotta take it out, the Flak 19. Because this thing packs a punch, right? So yeah, I don't know, I'm missing a lot like always, so my tank has been taken out. The T-26. Something took it out. And now you can see how the Germans are advancing, where that dam area is. Like I told you. So we gotta take them all out. Okay, everybody here had to die, so otherwise, if you don't kill that assault team that's coming in on the dam, they can cause very, very serious issues. You can see there's a lot of Germans. Just moving in, so many, right? But we gotta repel them. We have to repel them. And maybe get another T-26. I don't know why this thing is not being taken out, because I'm just shooting it non-stop. And it actually barely has any armor. Okay, track damaged. It's not what I was expecting, but... Right, we gotta get in some more infantry here. We gotta reinforce the right flank. Okay, same thing. We can see the Germans trying to flank us by moving across the dam area, but we have our infantry here waiting for them. Okay, so what's good with that infantry? We need some guys here. Back in the trenches. We can't afford to let the Germans break through in any area. Alright, so we lost our tank here too. I guess this thing took it out. Okay, I can't really reach that SIG, the self-propelled gun. I think I took out the turret. And that's good. Alright, we're still repelling them. On the left flank, the T-34 is doing its job really well. That's it. T-26 has been killed. Alright, I actually need to get some infantry onto the ridge again, because I lost a lot of my guys. That self-propelled howitzer is just causing complete and utter chaos. Yeah, that was a bad idea to send my armored car that way, the way I sent it. Not the greatest idea, but... Okay, so I don't know what my infantry is doing, guys. You're kind of like running in this chaotic, haphazard way, just... We should be getting our reinforcements soon. That I do know. And once we do, we can reclaim these trenches on the right side, but for now, as you can see, we just have to... We have to fight, we gotta keep fighting, so that the German forces, basically, they stop attacking. You can see that their intensity of their attacks is not as strong as it was. But it's not over yet. It's definitely not over yet. Alright, we held out. We held out. The T-34 is still intact. There's a bunch of German just scorched metal here. Tanks. A bunch of dead infantry, but we lost a lot of men as well. However, now the initiative is on our side. We have the... We have the reinforcements that are gonna obliterate. Oh! So much for that T-34. Yeah, this vehicle, this unit, the howitzer SIG-33, it's a really, really, you know, interesting unit. Like, it barely has any armor, but it packs a punch. This thing packs a punch. Yeah, these guys actually broke through. Interesting. Germans were able to break through where that dam area is, so we have to kill them now. Alright, come on, you can do it, you can do it. Take it out. Alright, we're getting more and more reinforcements, which is nice. Okay, most of the Germans here, we were able to kill them. Yeah, I believe this thing is still fighting. Look at this thing. Yeah, this is a bit awkward. But I don't think you can actually fail this part of the mission. I don't think so. Okay, can you... Come on. Get across. Take this thing out. Alright. Well, we're technically across the river now. Although we lost... We lost some tanks. Yeah, this thing is out of ammo, right? Alright, hold on. Hold on. What is going on? The controls, you know, sometimes giving commands when so much stuff is happening in this game, yeah, it's... Alright, I have one more tank. I have a T-26. Alright, let's go. Let's go. We can do this. Is somebody gonna fix this thing? Guys, are you gonna fix this thing? I need my tanks fixed. I need all that good stuff intact. Alright, let's see if we can take out this tank. Yeah, we can. Alright. And meanwhile, my tanks are being repaired. So that's a good thing. We gotta repair our tanks, gotta call in more KVs. And this is a big, big battle, as you can see. Right, no, no, no. Go back, go back. Alright, so this tank is fine. This tank is almost fine. We're gonna have like 3 or 4 KV-1s available, and we're gonna have to slowly push with them, repelling the enemy, and pushing them back, back, back. Basically back to this village here. A track damaged yet again. Alright, repair your tank again then. Okay, guys, get across. Slowly get across. I guess the counterattack has only begun because we have been able to cross the bridge just now. I would say like 2 or 3 minutes after the reinforcements have arrived, so... Alright, is this tank good? I believe the AI is also kind of helping us out, but it's drowning. There was a tank here, I think, which drowned. So the AI is trying to cross the river, but... the ice isn't that thick as it used to be, probably because the Germans crossed this river like a few dozen times by now during their attack. Alright, well, our KVs are on the road. Quite frankly, these tanks for this level, they're almost impenetrable. The KV-1s. Alright, so I think we gotta kill the Germans here. We gotta push them back. And my guys, like, are they out of ammo or something? They're not shooting. They're, like, running up with grenades and stuff. Alright, well, we can keep moving with our main tank force. And I guess we gotta take out this thing. Alright, come on, come on. Just make sure your KV is alive, that it doesn't die, because this thing packs a punch. That's an 88mm, right? Alright, slowly but surely we're killing everybody here. The AI is getting killed because they're deploying T-26s. These are simply not good enough. Okay, repair that tank. Right, so now we gotta take out this gun. And this gun as well. Ooh, track damaged. I'm pretty certain you can do this faster. Like this, you know, part of the level, you can counterattack quicker as opposed to what I'm doing, but I'm just playing in a comfortable way. It's just the sheer armor of the KV-1s is allowing us to do whatever we want. As long as the infantry doesn't come close to throw, you know, an AT grenade or something, we're good. I believe they have, like, only this tank left. When it comes to, you know, like... not infantry, but rather, like, armored units. There's not much to comment. We can just see the infantry getting slaughtered here. I'm surprised they're not retreating at this point, because clearly the battle has been lost. One more desperate attack that the Germans are gonna perform. Not even 3 tanks can take out a KV. And there we have it.
We didn't allow the Germans to advance towards Moscow that day. We paid a high price, but our capital is not just a city. Moscow is the heart of our country, a symbol of our endurance. At that time, Field Marshal Bock had no reserves left. The troops of army exposing their flanks. There was no time to take strong defense positions. The Red Army had a good situation for its counterattack. On the 5th of December, forces of the Kalinin front began the attack, broke through the German forward defense lines, and, together with units from western and southwestern fronts, drove the enemy further and further away from Moscow.
Alright guys, so we finished the 4th mission, called Moscow is Behind Us. I'm gonna repeat myself, this level, just like the entire game, is very situational, but even more so when it comes to this level, because to be honest with you, I've tried making a playthrough for this level prior to making the video, and I lost the mission. But before I was recording anything, when I was just playtesting this mission, I played it like 3 times in a row, and I easily beat this level. But when it came to actually recording the video, I lost because, you know, just of the situational nature of this game. It depends for how long you can keep certain units alive, crucial units like the AT gun during the first stage. You gotta keep that thing alive. If you don't keep it alive, you're gonna get eradicated by the German armor. Then the same thing came to stage 2. You gotta keep the T-34 alive. You gotta kill those self-propelled howitzers as quickly as possible, the German ones. And hopefully you'll be able to beat the mission more or less in the same way that I've done it. Definitely a fun mission. I enjoyed it. In the next episode, we're gonna be playing a level called the Penal Unit. This is gonna be, again, kinda, at first, more infantry-orientated. Then it's gonna be vehicle combat happening as well. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode. I'm gonna see you soon in the next episodes. Until then, take care and stay safe.